Welcome to FPL for Noobs. Today we're going to show you how to make transfers to your team. So using the FPL interface can be a little confusing at first, but using this tutorial you should have no trouble by the end of this video. So the first thing you need to do, if you've logged in, is go to the Transfers tab. Normally you'll start on the Pick Team tab, and you might have a team that looks something like this. I use the autocomplete function and I got a team like this and I'm not entirely happy with it, so I'm going to make some transfers. So the first thing you're going to do is tap on the Transfers tab. Now remember, on the first week you can make as many transfers as you want, and this is really important to set up your team for the rest of the season. So when I go into the Transfers view, I have all 15 of my players on the pitch with their names and their prices displayed. So what I can do here is remove any of the players that I don't want on my team by pressing the X next to their name. Now if you notice, the X just toggles between taking them off the pitch and bringing them on. So you can always change your mind and bring someone back if you haven't made your mind up, or you can remove as many players as you want. Once you're done removing players, you can look for players to bring in by using this list on the right. So suppose I want to bring in Wayne Rooney because I hear he's really good. I gotta look for him using these filters. So what I can do is either look for all forwards, and in the forwards list, look for Rooney's name, it's right here. Alternately, I could look for his team. I could filter by Man United, look for Man United, and look for Rooney at the bottom where all the forwards are, and add Rooney to my team. Similarly, I might add a new goalkeeper, some new defenders as well, and if I'm happy with how my team looks after making these transfers, I should click on the Make Transfers button at the bottom. Remember, you can make as many transfers as you want in the first week, so choose wisely, and you can change your mind before the deadline as well. So once I click on Make Transfers, I'll be taken to a page that asks me to confirm these transfers. This is really important. If you don't hit confirm transfers, the transfers don't go through. Here's a summary of the transfers that you just made. Hit confirm to end the process. Now once you're done making your transfers, it takes you back to the Pick Team page. Because you've got new players in your squad, you should decide how you want to arrange them. Like I just brought in Klein, I want him to play, so I'm going to take someone out. I don't want Cresswell playing this week either for some reason, so I click this yellow sign next to his name to substitute him, and the players on my bench who are valid substitutes light up. So I click on the yellow sign next to their name and they go in. You could also change your formation as well by maybe taking out a forward and bringing in another midfielder, and now you have 5 midfielders and 2 forwards in a different formation. You could bring in another defender and take out a midfielder instead and play 4-4-2. But generally, attacking players score more points in FPL, so we try and pack in as many attacking players as possible. So I'm going to bring in another forward, take out one of my defenders. I'm happy with my lineup. This is good to go. The last thing I have to do is pick a captain. The captain is the person who will score twice as many points for that week from your lineup. So you want to take the player who you think is going to score a lot of points. I think Rooney is going to have a really good week. So under the captain tab, I make sure Rooney is my captain. You don't really need to care about who your vice captain is. He only comes in and gets more points if your captain doesn't play that week. So I'm just going to make Baines my vice captain, and I'm going to confirm my team. This is really important as well, because if you don't do this, none of your changes get saved. So I press confirm team, and it's going to load up my final lineup, which I can still make changes to, but once it loads, I review. Yep, 3-4-3, Rooney with the captain's armband. My team is good to go. If I want to make any more changes, you can always go back to transfers, make your transfers, confirm your transfers, and come back and set your lineup again. That's all there is to it. And if you're wondering now, who should you put into your team? Well, read the rest of this article on fplfornoobs.com, and we'll give you some advice as to who you should pick for the first week. Thank you for listening.